beat go off? Hey, I love it. Then my heat go off.
What's good, what's going on, and what's popping, guys? You already know, this episode we are going to be making some DIY mitt warmers, some mitt dryers with only what's in this box. Now, this is just regular PVC that you can get at any local hardware store. Well, I found this around my house. I'm sure you have some of this around your house too. If you don't know where to find it, just start picking away at any like drains, anything like your shower or your toilet or your sink. Just start untwisting things from there, and you should have enough pieces to make what you need. So what we're going to start off today, we have two similar sized pieces of straight pipe. I believe this is 2-inch piping. We've got two street 90s, just a T, and then these pieces for reducing. I'm not actually sure we need this one yet, but we'll see. So the first step is to put these street 90s into your T valve like so. And the way the design is going to work is I plan on having maybe this as a buffer, but a blow dryer is going to plug into here, and then this is going to be here with your mitts on top. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take these and stuff them in here. Stuff them in here like this. But first, before we do that, we need to make some holes in it so that it's going to be able to get airflow all the way throughout the gloves and throughout the thumb. So we're just going to arbitrarily start drilling holes. Okay, once you drilled some holes in it and it's going to look like that in the fingertips, you're going to want to switch drill bits and drill a bigger hole for where the thumb goes. So you're just going to imagine that this is going to go in your fingertips, and then there's going to be a thumb hole right out here somewhere. Now this one only goes through one side, so be careful. And this hole is going to be a little bit bigger because you want more air to go in just that singular finger. So checking to make sure that the drill bit's not going to go all the way through. You can go ahead and widen that hole all the way. And that should offer enough flow. So I'm just going to go around with some sandpaper and clean up all the little fuzzies, and then do the same thing on the other one, and I'll tune back in with you when we're done there. Okay, now that we got that all finished up, both of them look fairly similar. We're just going to go ahead and put the rest of it together. Now I'm going to make it so that the thumbs are pointing out, so that it's going to make it kind of easy for me to always put the mittens on the same orientation every single time. And then this is just my flow thingy. It's just going to reduce the volume or the diameter so that it'll okay. Once that's all set up, you can see how it's supposed to look now. And for the final part is just attaching the blow dryer into the mouth of this. And so there's a couple ways to go about this. I think I'm just gonna leave it so that it's naturally on the side like this. And now I made a little template out of cardboard, so you can see this is just gonna mount up like this, and the blow dryer is just gonna plug right in. Now I could leave this out of cardboard if I would like, and that may be what I'll do for the time being, just to see how I like it and see if I want to change the orientation around before I make anything else. But what I will show you guys how to do, this is just a piece of scrap from when I was tearing up my shower. Like, you guys should have some scrap too, maybe a tile or something, that when you're getting these drain pipes, you're gonna have some pieces of scrap too. So you just take that, flip it over like that so I can draw easier, and just quickly, not quickly, take your time and trace this out. And so once that's traced out, you're just gonna take your pilot hole, drill in so you can get your jigsaw blade in there, and then you just go ahead and cut this out like you would on the cardboard, except for with the saw. And then I'll just touch back with you guys when we're done here. Alright, now that that's all cut out, you're just going to make sure that it fits, and if it doesn't fit, make it fit. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, you see now that, ooh, it still doesn't, no it does, just kidding. Okay, so now that it slips on there beautifully, you gotta figure out a way to do that to that. Maybe some sort of glue, tape, or magic. And then so once I figure that out, I'll tune back in and let you guys see what the finished product looks like, and maybe we'll draw some gloves later. Alright guys, I cleaned up this little ring a little bit. Still kind of looks a little trashy, but it's okay. It's good enough for who it's for. And so I just found some, this isn't really the best adhesive that you could be using, but I'm just going to use it anyways. And then after this, I'm just going to tape it up, let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll plug in the blow dryer and put my mitts on it. And now this thing, you don't need a bunch of it on there, so I'm going to go ahead and smear it around because I put on far too much in a poor application as well. But I did pick the rougher side to start the glue application on, and then hopefully we're going to have some squeeze out, and it's going to spill over onto the exterior of the PVC, and I'll go ahead and round that over as well. But for now, just go ahead and get a good liberal application on there. Rough up your mating face surfaces, just so that it gives it, you know, just maybe a little bit more wanting to grab. And then you just go ahead and set that on there, mindful of how your orientation is. You go ahead and let that sit for 48, just kidding, an hour or two, and then check back in and see how it's gluing up. Alright guys, this is what it looks like after it's all dried up. You can see that the hair dryer fits right in the mouthpiece, and then after the flow comes up, splits, it's going to go right into these gloves. And you can see that once you pull this off, it's going to get enough flow around the fingertips, and then this thumb hole is going to directly blast it right into the thumb. As you can see, if you line it up, the thumb is basically right lined up, so there's going to be enough air getting into the thumb as well as the fingertips. So yeah, it's just like that, and then you flick the switch and you let that sit there and just dry your gloves all day, and there's equal flow coming out of all the sides, and it all looks
yeah, I took that fella real back to the water hole. I took that